Hi everyone, I'm Allie Mack, and today I'm going to be setting up my new home art studio. I feel like I've done this several times this year already, and originally I was going to have it here in my bedroom, but after thinking about it, because all of my supplies are downstairs, my desk is downstairs, which I'll show you that setup in a minute, but it's just gonna be too much to come up here to have privacy while my kids are napping to be able to get work done. So I'm forgoing this space, which is all like back here behind me, and I'm going to be going to the garage. I just sent my husband to the Habitat Restore for a desk I found yesterday that was like 75% off. So he's going to go pick it up for me, and I will show you where it's gonna be going. Okay, so this is my new home office setup. This is all of my homeschool supplies right here. This is my desk. I don't know why that drawer just opened. So this right here is where I have all my art supplies. This is all my watercolor stuff that I got when I was traveling. If you're interested in seeing what I have in this bag, drop a comment below and I'll do a video where I go through this. These are some finished pieces. These are the brushes and palette knives I use the most frequently, my water dish. And so right here, oh yeah, I gotta have a water squirt bottle. So this first drawer is really like larger stuff I don't need to use on a daily basis because I refill things. But this is a regular gloss gel and modeling paste, painter's tape, more palette knives, drop cloths, and then this one is all my kids' craft art supplies. We have probably like way too much of that. That's my 2-year-old's artistic artistic endeavor right there. So this is all of my acrylic paint. My golden fluid acrylics are over here. And then these are very comparable to golden fluid acrylics. They're the Nova Color brand. These are all the ones that I have open, and these are duplicates that I have in the back. And then, oh, there's some mediums in there too, like glazing gel and stuff. This is my Stay Wet palette. I actually have 2 of them. I don't know if you see the other one down there. So I have one that I mix like a massive amount of paint in, which I'm gonna switch to putting them in these jars. I'm gonna pre-mix a bunch of paint so that I have it ready to go instead of having to do it before each paint session. These are the jars that I just constantly refill with the modeling paste and gloss gel from those big gallon tubs. Then gloss medium, which I usually add to my modeling paste to thin it out and have it dry faster, and then gloss varnish you can use after. These are all extra high flows that I'm not needing to use right now, and these are all my high flows that I use. I use these just like little cheap from the Dollar Tree palettes to put high flows in, because I do use high flow extender to kind of make it stretch, and then these are just extra paintbrushes from like a set. So this is the stuff that I just grab my stuff from. I also found this from the Habitat Restore. This is a massive filing cabinet that I found for 40 bucks. Now I'm gonna take you into the garage where I'm gonna be clearing it out for the desk that my husband is going to be getting me. Can I get in the garage? Can I get in the garage? Okay, thank you. I need to clear out this area. I was gonna put my desk over in this corner because it has an outlet, but I found that there's an outlet on this wall. This is basically all my kids' stuff and then their bikes and whatnot. I'm gonna try to clear everything on this side so that the desk can fit. All right, wish me luck, and I will show you what it looks like when I get the desk in here. Let me know in the comments where you are currently creating and how you like your setup. I've gone through painting in my bedroom, a kitchen nook, dining room table, office, laundry room floor, and I've come to find that you have to get creative with how you design each space to make it work for you and your art practice. And where there's a will, there's a way. I was able to get the garage pretty much cleaned out. I have this desk we found yesterday at the Restore for $12. This chair was outside, that was $2. And I have my, let's see if I can get this in here better. I have my travel easel and just my computer. I just don't have it on there yet because I am gonna wipe it down. All of my canvases and a giant bookshelf that right now just has like miscellaneous stuff on it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna put on there because most of my paint and art supplies are actually in the filing cabinet inside. I don't really want to store paint out here because it is warmer than the rest of my house. But yeah, I'm ready to wipe it off and get started. As I'm sharing this journey of setting up my garage studio, I want to get you to think about your own creative space and if it's working for you. There are probably multiple areas you could use in your home, outside of your home, even inside the house or outside the house. I mean, I tried doing it on the back porch, and clearly that was a mistake if you watched my last video. So, we really do need to take into consideration our environment. The biggest thing I want to consider is getting complete privacy where I don't get interrupted, that's set apart from being inside of my house. So even though my garage may not seem ideal for some, it is probably going to be the best place in my house for me. In my last house, my studio was open in a dining room with my homeschool stuff and desk, and my kids were constantly running in and out, interrupting my thought process, my creative process. And even though I feel like I'm setting my space up for the, I don't even know how many time, I'm so excited to start over. It's like a blank canvas with infinite possibilities. Our environment affects us so greatly to a point I didn't even realize until this year of reflection sort of just came upon me. And now that I'm taking time to be patient, more intentional and thoughtful about where and how I'm creating, I know I'll end up being more productive and less frustrated through the process. I wanted to show a little bit of behind the scenes of this truly messy restart that isn't perfect, but it's going to work. So ask yourself, what area of your creative space is working for you? What areas are not working so that you can change it up a little bit? Maybe not a full restart like I'm doing, but it doesn't matter how many times we put our creative endeavors on the back burner. It matters how many times we start back up again. It doesn't matter how many times we get a drawing or painting wrong, because a lot of them are happy accidents anyway. It matters that we keep going. So honestly, this desk was not that dirty. I only had to use like 4 paper towels. I only found 1 spider. We checked the bottom of it like while it was upside down in my minivan, and this was very well taken care of. So for $12, I think this is a pretty solid desk. I'm not crazy about the color, but honestly, it's gonna get paint all over it. So I just need something that is gonna be efficient and not annoying to use. You know how some desks, drawers, they just don't flow very well. And like these, I don't know why this is not going down. Yeah, see, these like come out and go in really easily, because you know how some just are annoying. I think that's gonna work just fine. So I have these pieces that, while they were drying outside, did get rained on. So I am not sure. Here's an example of one, like all the beautiful, I don't know which side is up and down. All the beautiful paint that I had laid down got washed away. So I'm tempted to just get back on these. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have time for. Just get started and have a little fun. Just lay a little bit more paint down, get in the mood, and just see where it takes me. One of the best ways that you can set up your creative space is to clean it up and get it ready for the next time you plan on using it. So as I'm getting everything set up, knowing I may not have that much time to get started, if any, I know the next time I'm ready, there's going to be minimal work to be done and only a small amount of friction to get started. What would make it easier for you to get started the next time you want to get creating? The pieces I'm going to try and get back into working on, I am boldly not going to put anything under this and just let paint fall on my desk. This is my box of high flows, a mister bottle if I need it, my pretty much go-to palette knives and brushes, and you always need a Sharpie, you know, and then just some water. I'll probably move that closer to me, but I just think it's kind of funny that this fit right here. I'll probably move this closer actually. And yeah, I'm gonna pour down some high flows and I guess just get started.